Preserving our history is for the very reason to avoid what you just said, for them to rewrite it. That's the thing you want to avoid. We have to keep the lie exposed. You cannot never let that lie be covered up, because the stain of slavery, despite where we come from, despite the people thinking how much we achieved like that, the stain on us and the pain, you know what I'm saying, is far too deep to just be, looked away like that. You know that when we're talking about slavery coming from here to there, we're talking about strength. And you don't want that type of strength to be, that was known for them, to be able to get to that, to go away. You need to know them type of things. This is what's going to keep us strong in this day and time. And the thing about it, this is something they did before. We do not want our culture taken away again. We pretty much have gotten a command on it now. And what we don't have a command on, we can sit down in a back room table, with a whole bunch of African people, man, and decide how to go forward with it. And we can decide what the story's gonna be. So if the story's gonna be rewritten, it's best to be rewritten by us. So if blacks want to forget slavery, collectively come to a decision to do that. I don't have no problem with that as a collective decision, one that's independent on ours, that's independently us, and is beneficial to us. But I don't see no benefit in taking that away. There's no benefit in us forgetting that, because if you forget about it, it's going to end up happening again. So you have to know the signs and the symptoms that leads to certain things. And if you take that away, you're taking away the signs and symptoms that lead to certain things, which is going on right now with Donald Trump now. This is exactly what the same signs and symptoms that led to the enslavement in the first place is now going on again. So that's why you don't want to take that way. We know what you're capable of. We know what you will do. We know how you act. We know who you are. So you have to make. So yeah, it's important that we maintain that. I mean, they can take it from the Department of Education. I'm not even putting the responsibility on them. I'm telling black people, take control of your destiny. It's not they can do that. That's what they've been doing. Ain't no need to get mad at them. That's just what they've been doing. They're gonna do it and do it and do it and do it and do it again. And we're gonna cry till we have no more tears. So that's the thing about it. It's about us controlling our destiny. So if children from this point on don't know about that, and they're not familiar with African culture, with all the information in the world right now, that's our fault. Period. It's our fault. Yeah, so that's how we got to look at that, man. We got to take responsibility. We got to take accountability and take it up on ourselves, because nobody's going to do it for us. No one else is going to do it for us. They don't even care. They don't care about what our culture is. If they do care what our culture is, they're going to take it and steal it and use it for themselves. Matter of fact, they're going to continue to get paid off the things they learn from us right now. They always find a way to sell it and promote it as themselves. So yeah, so you have to, man. This is why you have to maintain that, because in that time, not only that was probably the most terrible thing that ever happened to mankind. Next to I don't know, because that Hiroshima Nagasaki thing was just, I thought that was ugly, man. But yeah, but in any event, these type of catastrophic events, will occur over and over. So you have to show that, this is capable of happening, and you have to show that to the people that came at that time, how strong they were to be able to pretty much be up under the conditions and still be able to be innovative, still to be able to be idealistic, still be able to be creative, and that's pretty much in everything that we get to, I'm showing how innovative and creative we were. We talking about. This goes down to just to the culinary dish that now is just the delicacy is the chitlins. I mean, who the pig guts, man? Are you serious? From the people that didn't even indulge in pork. You know what I'm saying? At least the majority of people in Africa at that do, until a certain period. They didn't know pork was it was that for real. And I thought that was more or less a Muslim thing, but it's not. That is an African thing. Yeah, pigs, you don't see pigs around here. The war dogs, man. I mean, is it the war dog or the other one? Yeah. I think it's the war dog or something like that. You'll see. I mean, and that's a pig, but that's not what they went around there hunting. So like that, for them to take that and turn it into something, it just shows you the creativity. So you don't want to lose that creativity. You don't want that type of creativity and that type of strength and that type of just that type of that type of creativity and strength. You don't want that to go away, because it speaks to the person, to the people who you are, and it tells you who you are. Yeah. Well, Black August, of course, you and I had discussed, because we found out all the major achievements, whether, on a political level, education, or whatever, it happened to transpire in that month, as evident from the movie we watched. Like you say, this is Lumumba at this time, in the 1960s, Got the same thing going on with Malcolm X and them also at the same time. You had, and to take it farther back, that we can go back to Nat Turner and Tucson, all during the same time period. But for us to keep Black August going, it's just we have to just constantly work for it. We just have to constantly work towards it. This is the type of activity that we have to be involved in. You know, it's a mind, body, and soul thing. You know what I'm saying? Because Black August represent not only resistance, but Black August represent resilience. Not just resistance, but it's also resilience. It's also black education. It's also black creativity. It's also black politics. So yeah, this is something that you have to constantly strive to be. The spirit of it will always be there. And we're going to continue to use August as that sacred month to commemorate it. But as far as keeping it going 365 years, that's a mindset. That's definitely a consciousness that you have to have. You have to constantly always be aware of the conditions that cause you to bring the best out of you. So yeah, that's how you bring the Black August to the people. Constantly just working. All it is work. You don't even have to say it. You don't even have to say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this in the spirit of Black August because if it's done in the spirit of Black August, the work is going to be seen. So it's just a constant work thing. People being consistent, people being dedicated, people being vigilant. Yeah. Just commitment. Simple. It's not even, a lot of times we get into these things and think there's a complex way we have to go about it and everything. And it's just, I mean, that's like, for me to walk from here to there, all I have to do is take steps. Yeah. That's all it is. This is Shane Lester, a.k.a. the Hood Politician. I'm here at the Sojourner Truth in South Sacramento. And I would just like to say, speaking on behalf of the Cell Block, the City Block, that we stand in solidarity with the Congolese people and recognizing that their independence that they achieved in the 1960s. One love, y'all. I say this as a son of the African diaspora. We're with y'all.